The comfort of difficulty. It is strange. How can something difficult be comfortable? Think about it. In the real world, we spend every second trying to avoid difficulty.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
We use escalators to dodge stairs, order food instead of cooking, and swipe right instead of learning how to talk to people. And yet, the question remains, why are we more willing to give difficult games a try? And I think the answer might be because struggling in games is weirdly comforting. Like emotional yoga, but with more screaming. In real life, failure sucks. Bomb an exam? You are doomed. Screw up at work? Congrats, you are unemployed. And your manager takes credit for your code. Mess up in a relationship? Your manager takes your girlfriend home. Yeah, good luck explaining that one to your therapist. But games are opposite. When you die in Dark Souls, you don't lose your house. When you fail a level in Celeste, nobody fires you. When you die in Sekiro,
first time.
You might punch your desk, but your landlord doesn't come in like, you failed again? Rent's double. Games give us controlled suffering. It hurts, but it's safe. Like a roller coaster. Terrifying, but you know the seatbelt's holding. Is the only place where failure is encouraged, even rewarded. You fail, you learn, you try again, you fail again, but slightly better this time. And the reward for persisting is very satisfying.
Woo! Fuck you! Ah, fucking bitch, I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, fuck this guy. Woo.
Let's be honest, real life is rigged. You can grind for years and still not level up. You can work harder than everyone and still lose to Chad from accounting because his dad is your manager. But in games, the boss doesn't care if you're rich, poor, or still living with your parents. He'll hit you all the same. He'll kill everyone equally. It's true equality through suffering. Because most often, games are honest. It's like a tough love. If you fail, it's your fault. If you succeed, it's your victory. No nepotism, no luck. Just you, your skill, and your crippling addiction to YouTube, guys. Okay, there might be a little bit of luck, but you get my point. In fact, some games go even further. Games like Celeste make this a literal point of their story. Every jump is a metaphor for self-doubt. Every fall a reminder of anxiety. You overcome a mountain, but what you're really overcoming is your own shortcomings. And the view from the top? Pure, comforting exhaustion. Whenever you bring up difficulty, we always like to bring up the fairness of a fight. But what is a fair fight? And the answer might not be that simple. So let's try to get some insight into what makes a fair fight through the psychology of stress. But before we do that,
wait a minute!
Maybe leave a sub and a like. It really helps me a lot. So here's the thing, not all stress is bad. Yeah, I know, it feels bad when you're stuck on a boss for 3 hours, or you might be stuck in a traffic for 3 hours and you might be missing an important meeting. But in psychology, there's actually a difference between the two types of stress. Distress and eustress. Distress is what you get when life is throwing bricks at you. Bills piling up, work deadlines, your Wi-Fi dying right as you're about to win a match. That is distress. It's the kind of stress that makes you want to disappear into your blanket and pretend rent isn't real. But eustress, that's the good stuff. That's the I'm screaming but I'm learning kind of stress. It's the rush you get when a challenge is just hard enough to push you but not crush you. And most often, video games are eustress simulators. Every boss fight, every platform jump, every you died screen, it's all designed to create the exact sweet spot of tension. Enough pain to make you focus, enough hope to make you keep going. It's stress with purpose. Distress makes you spiral, eustress makes you grind. It's why dying in Dark Souls to a boss 40 times still feels better than checking whatever work you have left. Games let you feel that pressure without being destroyed by it. It's controlled chaos, and that's where comfort hides. But all of it falls apart if you don't find a meaning towards whatever you're trying to progress through. Basically then, everything back again comes down to whether you're having fun. If you're having fun at your work, you're most probably gonna stick by it. If you're having fun in a game, you're most probably gonna stick by it. And what decides this fun factor is eustress. It's the comfort you find in the difficulty you're facing, along with the fact that you actually find this chore to be meaningful to you. That deep down you know that you ain't wasting your time, because you can lie to everyone else but you can't lie to your own self. I feel like nowadays AAA studios have completely forgotten what struggle is and why it's so important.
How? How did they think that was okay to even put it in the game? I'm so sick of this company.
Here's the thing about struggle. It's supposed to mean something. It's supposed to build identity and build a community. And most of these AAA studios often forget it. They treat struggle like seasoning, sprinkle a little frustration here, a little FOMO there, and call it player engagement. But that's not engagement, that's basically emotional tax fraud. When you fight a brutal boss in Sekiro, for a few minutes you're not just a person pressing buttons. You are a warrior who's earned your peace through pure stubbornness and caffeine. And that is not just achievement, that is your identity. And even funnier, it's social currency. Suffering becomes a handshake. When two players meet and realize they've both endured the same pain, it's mutual respect. You both saw God and he said, get good. True difficulty, whether it be emotional or actually skill-based, builds community. It gives players something to really bond over, a shared suffering that turns into shared triumph. That's why people still talk about beating Malena or finishing Cuphead years later, because the struggle meant something. It wasn't a content treadmill, it was a story you lived through. A story that you can actually share as an experience with someone else. So maybe that's what comfort in difficulty really is. Not the suffering itself, but the meaning we attach to it. The knowledge that pain, when shared and overcome, can actually make us feel connected. And I know I've talked about difficulty in the sense of skill-based, but it also applies to the same thing when it comes to the stories. Think about The Last of Us Part 1. And the ending is so difficult in the sense that you have to make a very difficult choice, which is a very moral one. So yeah, the way I see it is that difficulty at its best is a mirror. It reflects who you are when things go wrong and who you can become if you keep trying. Difficulty for me is very comforting, because in a world that feels impossible, sometimes the most reassuring thing is a challenge that reminds you that you are capable of overcoming it. So yeah, if you're still around, thanks for watching the video. If this video inspired you to embrace difficulty, consider leaving a like or a sub. It really helps me a lot. And if it inspired you to break your keyboard, my condolences. Either way, keep trying and maybe let me know in the comments what other type of videos you want to see in the near future. I hope you have a nice day. Sayonara.
There's two things motherfuckers gotta know about Jada the ROC, straight up, you know what I'm saying? First of all, I spin more rhymes than a lazy Susan, and I'm innocent until my guilt is proven. Peace. Represent Sunnyvale, straight the fuck up.